Welcome to episode 304 of Flights,
Football,
and anything else.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Mike. How you doing, Dave?
I'm better than most, not as good as some. How are you?
Judging by the looks of the camera, I'm about ready to have a massive coronary heart attack or something with the fucking big tomato head of mine.
I'm CPR certified.
Well, that's good, but I feel fine. And
I don't know about
you, I got out of the shower.
Yeah.
Scalding hot shower, drying off. Looked in the mirror because I knew we were doing the pod, and I'm self-conscious about the red face. Looked in the mirror, and the face was not red.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden on camera, it's way redder than because, like, I'll go if I went up to take a piss, it wouldn't come off as red as it does on the camera.
I don't know.
I mean, call me Mr. Tomato Head.
I'm not going to call you Mr. Tomato Head because that would sound a little too. I'll call you like asshole, douchebag,
right.
Something like that, but not Mr. Tomato Head.
All right, well that works. Anyway, but
right.
I feel fine. But it'll make for good content if I do drop
sure
on the air.
I don't know about the 2 rescue breaths, but we'll see. All right, happy birthday to Shelly, my wonderful, beautiful wife. Yesterday, she had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Shelly. And I did text her.
I don't think for our wives we can say it was their blank birthday. I don't think that's
you can't.
kosher.
Everybody knows because I'm 58 and everybody knows Liz is 4 days younger than me. So if you can do the math,
sure,
you'll be all set.
Sure.
But typically you don't give a woman's age.
No, you don't. And also, it's not your birthday, but loyal listener Tim LeBrake.
All right, let's see what we got, Tim.
See what Tim got, Mike.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, just throw it on the floor. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Pretend it's Christmas when you're younger.
Look at that. Walter Payton can. Chicago's all-time greatest old style light, big beer in Chicago.
Yeah,
Mike Ditka on the old, this isn't the old style light, this is regular old style.
Look at that.
Walter Payton, number 34 on the Royal Crown Cola. Those are cool.
Yeah, aren't they?
And then running back, height 5'9", weight 203, years pro 3, went to Jackson State. We've mentioned those before. I'm down in the North studio. I've got an Eddie Murphy, an Eddie Murray can.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why they didn't bring that shit back. So thank you very much, Tim.
Yeah. I think that was pretty cool.
Those will go next to those collections because I'm a sucker for shit like that. You put that stuff on a package.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think we've talked about it before, like the bottom of a Twinkie box,
mm-hmm.
there would be 3 baseball cards. So I remember going to Kessel.
Yeah.
It was Kessel at the time. And, I got those 3. Oh, I got those 3. Oh, I got those 3. But I'm a sucker for anything like that. So attach it, boom.
Nice.
So thanks, Tim.
It's almost like Christmas in October.
Yes, very much like Christmas. I just think I'm going to go with a belated birthday gift.
There you go.
Because my birthday was September 12th and it's October.
That sounds a lot better than Christmas in October.
9th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
All right. Let's get into the first tastings.
All right.
And, you need a fresh glass.
There we go. Easy as that.
There we go.
Well, now I got to go down and get the bottle opener.
The magic of television. All right. So this first one, we have had this before, and I thought it was last October, but it was not. So this one is the caramel, depending on how you want to say it. We've gone back and forth with that.
I'm a caramel guy.
The caramel or caramel pumpkin imperial pumpkin ale. It's got caramel, and cinnamon, nutmeg, and pie crust notes.
Ooh.
Right? So I'm going to...
And looking at the other tasting, we should have had Coach Truckle on this episode because he's a big pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Beer connoisseur.
We'll have to make a We'll have to make a note of that.
Cheers. Well, there's really no note to be made because it's over. He's not here. So
For next time.
oh well, yeah. Okay, you're invited next year, Ryan, to sit on the pod.
Hold him to that. All right.
You get the pumpkin nightmare. Pumpkin and nutmeg. I don't really get the caramel on the notes.
You're not going to use this, are you?
Mm-mm.
There we go. That's probably not going to go real good with my gum. Real well. Is it well or good?
Well.
Well. All right, here we go.
That very flavorful. Still don't really get the caramel because the nutmeg is the dominant.
It is. And the pumpkin. I mean, the pumpkin's
Yeah, the pumpkin's
there.
there, but the nutmeg is.
Now, what I probably didn't tell you, 8.6%, 44 IBUs.
Yes. All right.
This is the big boy of the night. So we're going in reverse. Are we going in reverse? Nope, not quite.
Now we go down, up.
And down, up. That's all right.
So
It's like a stair stepper.
So you and Shelly last week were riding your bikes.
Yes.
And you stopped by to see us trailing 12-0.
I did. And I'm like, we can't stay long because Mike's going to implode if.
And then you didn't stick around for as far as youth football games go, one of the more exciting. It kind of, if you remember the Bullock Creek games with Max and Nick,
yeah,
how exciting they were.
Uh-huh.
The John Glenn game had that, beat him 19-18.
Right.
And rumor has it that team has not lost in like 22 games. So now this week we've had kind of hopefully they don't put this on and use it as bulletin board material, because I know flight football and anything else is huge in the Corunna market. I mean, we have a huge fan base in Corunna.
Yes.
So I may give them some bulletin board material, but this is in the pros, they call this a look pass game. So we're already looking at Freeland and hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt us. And I know it isn't always team A beat team B. Team B beat team C, team A will automatically beat team. I know it doesn't always work that way, but we played Ithaca instead of Alma because Alma had their Washington, D.C. trip, and Ithaca had a game against a team that folded shop. So they came up, the 8th grade only, to get promptly, their asses promptly handed to them 49-0. And we didn't even really run it up. I mean, everybody was playing whatever.
Right.
First game of the year, Corunna, Ithaca. Ithaca beat Corunna 18-0. And Ithaca was one of the worst football teams I've seen in my life.
Oh, wow. What?
Well, yeah, not the Merrills of the world. I'm talking, they weren't good.
Okay.
So, especially for that program.
Those words haven't been said in a sentence in a long time, as far as I know. I mean, I know what was his name? He ended up being the AD at Ithaca, but his kids all went through there.
Yes. I'll think of it.
Yeah. Anyway, they were.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
How many state championships in a row? Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hesbrook.
Yeah.
So hopefully we didn't instill in the kids to look past Corunna. It wasn't a horrible week of practice, but
yeah,
nonetheless, you look at the team, you see some of their footage, and it's like, so
right.
But anyway, so we got
that
under the lights at Swan Valley, supposed to be 7:15, but this year we've been the second game. Now we're the last game, so it'll go 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So
okay,
little Timmy gets injured. That puts this game 20 minutes over, puts this game is a slow, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We could be starting under the lights 8:15, 8:30.
The West Coast could be watching that game at prime time.
So anyway, so Corunna, and then we finished the year at example number 277, how fast life goes by. It seems like 12 days ago, I missed the first practice, showed up on Tuesday. For the life of me, I cannot remember why I missed the first day. Did we come home from Traverse City on a Monday, or was it Sunday? When the 8 of us went up there.
Thought it was a Sunday.
So I can't figure out why I missed the first Monday. And it wasn't 5-finger death punch because that was Labor Day. So we were well into the practice by then. So anyway, that mid-August, August 12th or whatever, seems like it was minutes ago.
Yeah.
And here we are. We have a game, 3 practices, a walkthrough in our final game.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing anything, Swan Valley, no earlier than 7:15 under the lights.
It'll be fun.
Yes.
If I'm not doing anything, I'll be there.
All right.
All right.
What have you been watching?
Yep. That's where we're at.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. This show you should be watching. HBO Max Task.
Can't remember what show that was on. Somebody else. It might have been Kevin Nash on the Click This podcast. They've mentioned that, and he says he really likes it.
They're a little slow in the beginning, like a lot of them, because they're setting the plot and they're introducing characters, etc. But probably from the 3rd episode on, it's just getting better and better, more intense, more suspenseful. The story's getting detailed, but not to the point where it's like, all right, you can't even follow it anymore. Or, you definitely couldn't be doing your phone while you're watching it. But then again, you're not have to, if you do this and blink, you're not going to miss something. So, I mean, great show. Mark Ruffalo does a great job. The whole cast.
Is everything out, or does HBO Max do
week to week? So if you guys can wait another 2 weeks and you can binge it, then you'll love it even more.
All right.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Ozzy, No Escape from Now. It's a documentary shot from 21 till the end of his life here in 25. 2 takeaways from it. Number 1, what a saint Sharon Osbourne is. Stuck with him.
Yeah.
And full disclosure, not going to lie, laying in bed watching it, fucking eyes well up, because how impactful music is. So they go to that last show towards the end of this documentary. They go to the last show. They're getting him ready, and he's sitting in a throne because his mobility was limited.
Right.
And he comes up from the stage. He's rising. And the pop that crowd gave when he, and then they, the camera panned the crowd, fucking people crying, screaming, and then he went right into it. I think he only sang 1 or 2 songs. It might have been "Mom, I'm Coming Home,"
right?
And that may have been it, actually. But so the influence that he had on that many people's life, I mean. And they might have been a little younger than me, but, they're just, fists in the air, fucking tear rolling down his face. And it was just, so it's kind of a sad documentary. Well, and you really should try to do it with subtitles, because he is one tough motherfucker to understand. But luckily, because I was watching it, Lizard went to bed, and I'm still watching it, so I was really able to focus. But it's, and you really got to what do you say? But yeah, so that's well worth the watch.
All right. I did a lot of other things. If anybody was, happened to be
5 Knuckle Shuffle.
Actually, no, not this week, but
it's good for the prostate.
I'm sure it is. But no, I've been doing some other things. And if people were paying attention to our YouTube channel, you kind of know what I was messing with. So I did not get a lot of TV watching this week. So the Task was the only thing I got to watch this week. So what else do you have?
Netflix, Wayward, 8 episodes. It's kind of like a cult. The parents said that send their kids to, the kids come up missing. I liked it, but I couldn't decide if it was for adults or if it was more of a young adult, like a la Riverside.
Okay.
Because I kind of got a Riverside vibe from it.
Sure.
But I mean, there were no dragons and mythical stuff in Wayward, but
Right.
but it was a good watch. 8 episodes, about 40 minutes each. And then I finally made it through on Netflix. 8 episodes. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, or whatever it's called. Anyway, it's a documentary about
Jerry
Jones and the Cowboys.
Okay.
From the time he bought it, until present day.
Right.
Very interesting. Excuse me. And the one thing the big takeaway from it, the Cowboys are the butt of everybody's jokes.
Right. Because
they're known as self-proclaimed America's team when they won 3 Super Bowls in the 90s. So they were America's team and they were winners. So,
right.
And I've said on this pod multiple times, the NBA is better when Celtics and Lakers are good. The baseball's better when the Yankees are good. College football's better when Notre Dame's good. And the NFL's better when the Cowboys are good. Why? Because so many people love them and just as many people hate them.
Right.
So the joke is, well, they haven't won. Last time you watched your Cowboys win a Super Bowl, you recorded it with one of these, and they show a picture of a VHS. But the fucking team is worth $13 billion. So who gives a fuck? I mean, and yeah, competitors want to win. Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl. Don't kid yourself. He does want to win a Super Bowl. But what is there to laugh at? The fucking franchise is worth $13 billion. And I think he bought it for like $2 million.
Something crazy.
He put every bit into the last oil well that everybody thought he was crazy. I think it was $800,000 or whatever. Struck oil, bought the Cowboys for $2 million or $3 million or very low millions, and now it's worth $13 billion.
Yeah.
So
he's laughed every time. I got to imagine every time somebody gives him shit or the pundits, give him a hard time, he just has to sit back and laugh.
Yeah. Although if you watch the documentary, he really does want to win. So I don't know if he'll laugh too hard because you'd be like,
true.
You're right, motherfucker. So,
right.
But
all right. You're going to carry me on these 2 segments right here.
All right.
Because the only music I listened to this week was in my car.
All right.
So I did not get a chance to get a new or an old. I mean, I was listening to old because I was listening to classic rock and Z93.
All right. Well, yeah, my back's strong. I got you. So let's start with something old this time.
All right.
And as predictable as the sun rising in the east, setting in the west, because I watched Ozzy, No Escape From Now, I said, you know what? I found something. I went with The Ultimate Sin from Ozzy Osbourne, released February 22nd, 1986. And Killer of Giants would be the slept-on song of that album,
okay,
as the kids would say.
Yeah.
Shot in the Dark is the hit of the album. But 9 songs, 40 minutes. Not my favorite Ozzy album.
Right.
But much like the saying, a bad day on the golf course is better than a good day at work.
Right.
Even an Ozzy album that's not quite, Crazy Train, Diary of a Madman, is still a good listen.
Yeah.
I mean, his voice is amazing.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, listen to him talk, you can't understand a word he fucking says.
Crazy.
But, so The Ultimate Sin from Ozzy back in 1986, that puts that album at 39 years old.
Wow.
Actually, it'll be 40 years old in February. There's something new. I gotta get content out there, Dave.
Yeah.
Anything for the listeners. It's relevant.
Hit me.
The Life of a Showgirl. Taylor Swift.
Really?
Released October 4th, 2025, last Friday. 12 songs, 41 minutes. And now apparently, if you're a big Swiftie, there's a lot of Easter eggs throughout these songs.
Right.
I'm not a Swiftie, so I don't know the Easter eggs, but the one that I did read about, it's called Wood.
Oh, Shelly played it for me.
It's called Wood,
Yep.
and it's about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
And so I think now that she's older, I don't know if they're Swifties anymore. They might have to be called Slutties.
I don't know.
But I'll tell you what, laugh at me if you want. I don't know if I'll ever listen to it again. Actually, not a bad listen. It's not a bad album.
Okay.
And that would have been the only album I've listened start to finish, I think, from Taylor Swift. But it's good.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And
she almost has as many streams as Flights Football and anything else gets on Spotify. Maybe in another week or two she'll get closer, but so
especially when people catch on to the lyrics of Wood.
Right.
Travis is quite the man.
Apparently. So
all right. Well, sorry about not, but you did. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, so both those are worth the listen.
Okay.
All right, you want to go inside the ropes?
Let's go inside the ropes.
I'm once again behind on AEW because I caught up on everything and then got behind again on AEW. But here's, in a nutshell, is the problem with AEW wrestling for all you wrestling fans out there. And Grant Davis, thanks, Grant, getting the pod out there to a couple of his fellow planners. The one said he's going to play it in the office. I asked him, please don't.
What, Chuck?
Something new, Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it? That's what did I say?
No, you were good. You'll have to elaborate, Chuck, on
maybe he's just maybe he's busting my balls. Are you serious? That's what you listen to?
That's what Chuck kind of does, doesn't he? Yeah.
So, and I apologize to the listeners out there if I don't pay too much. Too bad Dave didn't look at the chat. I guessed it way before you said it. All right. And I apologize because I don't look at the chat because my fucking big, gigantic tomato head makes me want to just start smashing all of the equipment. So that's why I try to either look right at the camera or look right at Dave, because every time I see that big, gigantic red thing, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, but you should listen to it, Chuck. AEW, here's the problem with AEW in a nutshell. So I did catch up. So the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin put Ricochet and the Gates of Agony over. Gates of Agony are Bishop Khan and Taya Leone. Excuse me. So they did it in the business. They call that doing a job for them. So the stars of the show put them over.
What business is that?
Getting them over in wrestling because they're stars.
No, giving them a job.
Right. So now the next Wednesday on Dynamite, Ricochet and Gates of Agony get beat by Brodito.
Okay.
Why did Tony Khan have the Hurt Syndicate do a job to put a lesser team over to have them get beat the very next fucking night? It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, let's go to WWE. Crown Jewel, Perth, Australia. I'm still pissed at myself for calling you on. I said, no, Crown Jewel's in Saudi Arabia, and it's in Perth, Australia, because I'm a fucking idiot. Don't forget, folks, Perth, Australia is in another time zone. So Saturday morning, 8 a.m., you can watch live WWE if you're smart enough to figure out the ESPN app. But we have 5 matches. Maybe they'll throw a sixth one on tomorrow during SmackDown, but right now there's 5 matches scheduled.
Okay. And
we'll go through our picks real quick. So we have the men's, the WWE Crown Jewel Championships. We have a men and women's. So you have the undisputed WWE champ, Cody Rhodes, versus the world heavyweight champ, Seth Rollins. Ernie Bonda, who I coach with, he thinks they're going to put it on Cody. I think if the Vision is truly the strongest faction in the WWE, you got to have Seth win it. I'm picking Seth.
I've got Cody.
All right, so I'll circle Cody for you. Now in the women's, if I don't have anything to listen to tomorrow, when choring. All right, thanks, John.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, if like and subscribe or follow and subscribe or whatever the Spotify metrics are. Appreciate it. WWE women The women's champion is Tiffany Stratton, and the women's world champion is Stephanie Vaquer. I'm picking Stephanie Vaquer because she's over, and a loss doesn't hurt Tiffany. Because the respective belts aren't on the line. It's just the crown jewel championship.
I'll go Stratton just for fun.
All right. Then we have in an Australian street fight, we have Roman Reigns versus Big Bronson Reed. I don't think both Australians are going to win. If Bronson wins, it won't be clean, but I'll pick Roman because Roman's been getting his ass beat on TV often.
Yeah, I've got the OTC as well.
All right. But now in the tag match.
You like how I knew that?
Yes. The original tribal chief.
I'm using the lingo.
Now the Aussie's going to win the next match. We have a tag team match. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. There's no way Rhea Ripley loses in Australia. Absolutely no way.
And with everything that's been going on and Asuka spitting that blue crap in everybody's face, I want Rhea.
Yes.
I'm with you.
And finally, we have John Cena versus AJ Styles in a match that has no drama, no buildup, no reasoning other than the two had really good matches years ago. There's no way Cena gets beaten 2 straight premium live events. I'm taking John Cena.
Yeah, I can't imagine him. I don't know where they would go with that storyline in the last 2 or 3 matches.
Right. Well, no, they had matches, good matches. And this is why I wanted to cover this one last, because Eric and I started talking about it at practice today. And, he shit all over the Cena heel turn. And maybe it didn't make a lot of sense and maybe it wasn't that good, but it's better than his farewell tour of him just wrestling guys he used to wrestle with no storyline or nothing around it. It's like, hey, Cena versus AJ Styles. Well, who fucking wants to see that? I mean, there's not even. Now, let me beep back it up.
You don't tell us how you feel.
Everybody knows I'm a storyline driven guy. There is no storyline with Cena and Styles. So, okay, that's cool.
No.
Cena's not going to get hurt wrestling with Styles because Styles is a professional. He's very good. And the crowd likes him. It's going to be a great match. I have no doubt it'll be a great match. But everybody shit on the heel turn from Cena. But this going out as a babyface, all is doing... Fuck, why don't you just have him the ring announcer get in the ring? Hey, I'm John Cena, the greatest of all time. I'll be here 3 more appearances. Now in this corner, who gives a shit? This heel run or this babyface run there's nothing at stake here.
Right.
Eric's insistent. The last match is going to be against The Rock. And if it's Cena and The Rock as his last match, then it's not going to be inside the ropes. It's going to be under Mike's blanket will be the new segment of segment 1 because Cena versus The Rock interests me nothing.
Okay, right.
I got A and B Davis reruns I can watch.
What about, because Cena got Cody in the Family Jewels, right? Back when he did the heel turn.
Chuck doesn't want to watch Cena versus Styles either.
But he got Cody in the Jewels, right? With the heel turn. Yeah. So would a Cody Cena, for Cody to kind of get back at him for
if you're gonna do that, you almost have to turn Rhodes heel, which is what he didn't want to do when The Rock proposed it last year or earlier this year, because the crowd's not going to accept Cody Rhodes turning on John Cena.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
I'm just trying to find a relevant match
the perfect way. Heel Cena retires with the belt, takes the belt home, and now you only have one men's champion, which is what it should be, because Cody Rhodes is the undisputed champion. Seth Rollins is the world
World
champion.
champion.
What is more prestigious, the undisputed or the world?
I don't know.
Cena takes his belt home into retirement. Boom, you have one belt.
You should be running.
Paul Levesque should have called me to book it.
He should have.
So, anyway.
All right.
That's all I got in wrestling.
And you kind of answered my questions in that storyline. So, all right.
Yes.
Ready?
Oh, one last wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take the devil's kiss from Stephanie Becker?
Am I assuming the devil's kiss is what I think it is? Depends on how much money I'm getting for that match.
I'm taking it for nothing. So anyway, let's rate this beer.
Okay. I am loving these fall beers.
I got mine written down. I even have a scribble mark to go with it.
So, 4.1.
All right. I originally was going to go $3.99, but I said, fuck it. It's flavorful enough. This is 4 worthy. I went 4.08.
4.08. And I did not see yours. Now, we did taste this in 2023.
All right. 2 years ago.
In 2023. And I went, and that's why I got all the papers up there, trying to file through those and see what we had. And let's see. Oh, you were 3.97.
And I was going to go 3.99. And so I upped it 0.11%.
And I was 3.8.
So you jumped at 0.3. But
yep.
Fairly consistent.
Untapped crowd. Let's look them up. And at 21.8 thousand, so almost 22,000 people checked in on this one. 3.82.
Oh.
There's a couple of haters in there.
Yeah, I was thinking Untapped would be higher than us.
Yeah. All right. Next. Oh.
At night I rule these. No. What's the line of that Van Halen song? I almost segued into Mean Streets, but I wanted Atomic Punk.
Right. Atomic Punk. At night I watch these streets.
Let's see, we're confusing the two because Mean Street. At night I walk these
streets.
Walk these stinking streets past the crazies on my block, and I see the same old faces, and I hear that same old talk. I'm searching for the latest thing, a break in this routine, talking some new tricks, ones like you ain't never seen. This is home. This is Mean Street.
Yeah,
not quite War Pigs, but
yeah. You gotta warn me when you're gonna hug the mic because I got.
That's all right. Fuck that. They'll know to step back from the damn. Wake them up. Make them pay attention. Wake up, Misty. There's no rest home.
All right, though. But Mike, you know what we got to do?
Prorate the number of beers that I drink.
You know what's more. You know what's more dangerous than the Atomic Punk?
What's that, Dave?
The food and the beverages at the Maple Grill. You're going to keep going back again and again and again. It's an amazing farm-to-table counter service restaurant and microbrewery offering a rotating selection of the freshest local items available and cooked over an open kitchen's wood-fired grill. The Maple Grill not only offers the greatest local fare, but wood-fired craft beers and seltzers as well. But wait, before you get in the car, go to their website, themaplegrill.net. That's GRILLE.net. Check out the current menu, see what's on tap, and then get yourself to 13105 Gratiot Road in Hemlock. And when you get there,
tell them Mike and Dave sent you.
Exactly. So from New Belgium, we got Atomic Punk. Atomic Punk. Atomic Pumpkin, coming in at 6.4% and 10 IBUs. Now, you have pumpkin with cinnamon and habanero chili peppers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Ready. Okay, we're gonna move that over. That. Now I've got the older maple grill glass. You've got the newer one. Oops. What do you got?
All right. Cinnamon. I was hoping to get the habanero, but cinnamon only. If I was rating on notes only, first tasting blows this one out of the water. All right. Cheers.
Smells good though, but like a lot of cinnamon, heavy on the cinnamon.
There's the habanero, and I'm not sure it lands.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's an odd mix. It's Felix and Oscar.
Odd couple.
Yes. Well, we'll finish it, Dave, and we'll see how it goes. But right now it's not meshing well. They don't go together.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Anyway, hit that music. Before we get into sports,
yes.
What's that Chicago song it's the numbers? Chuck, if you're still there, help me out. 24 625, or do you like that song, or yes roundabout? What is that? What is the number of that? 24
I remember the yes.
625.
I really like the Yes song, and only for some reason that was for a while. I don't know if that was on a cassette tape or an album. The Yes one, but it's the only one I had for some time, so I just listened to it over and over and over again, and it brings you back to the good old days,
right?
So,
and
maybe the nostalgia is what's making me want to say that one. 25 or
624. Okay, it wasn't, and Chuck also got it. So Chuck and Nate, you are our viewers of the week. Thank you very much. So yeah, 25 or 624 or roundabout. I'm taking roundabout for whatever reason. I think they sound similar. But I really like in and around, I like yes better than Chicago.
Okay.
Why I brought that up?
I was going to vote for that, but like I said, I didn't know if that was because of nostalgia or if I really like that, but.
And how it relates to the sports segment, I have no fucking idea. It just popped into my head.
Okay.
That's the way I roll. Look at the squirrel.
Mr. Random.
So, all right.
MLB.
So,
yeah.
Yanks lose to the Jays in 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tigers, Mariners, Game 5 tomorrow. Skubal on the bump.
Which means they're going to lose.
The Mariners, I don't think Skubal has lost any of them, but the Mariners have won the 3 games Skubal's pitched in.
Right.
If you have extra money, lay it on the line. Skubal will not disappoint. And for the listeners out there say, oh, he just hates the Tigers. My hatred for the Tigers is nowhere near hatred for the Lions. So if the Tigers beat the Mariners, it's like, okay, well, they do. I don't want the Tigers to win the World Series. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I would rather have the Tigers win the next 4 World Series than the Lions to win any more games ever. So,
wow.
But I'm going to get
Yeah.
so
So-
on
so-
to the National League.
Okay.
Before we will go Cubs hosting the Brewers. Game 4 tonight starts at like 9:08, and Game 4 in Los Angeles. Phillies 1, Dodgers nothing. Home team has not won in this series. It's going into the bottom of the 7th. Phillies in a must-win against the Dodgers, up 1-0.
Okay.
I am still livid that why didn't the Tigers go to Toronto? Somebody needs to explain that to me. Detroit was the 6th seed. Toronto was the 1. Detroit should not be in Seattle. The Yankees would have destroyed Seattle, Detroit, Toronto, and then we have a chance for the 2. It's like when Saginaw High and Arthur Hill were at their best.
Like a decade ago.
Yeah. And they would meet in the first round of the districts. It's like, come on, you're one of the 2 best teams in the state's going to get knocked out in the very first fucking game.
I mean, I nobody liked that. That was dumb.
I just gave him the kiss of death. Well, now you're picking up what I'm putting down, buddy.
But yeah, so I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's not structured the same way as the NCAA, the bracket in the NCAA. I don't know why. It whether it was television money or travel or I don't know.
And I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's not going to the World Series, so fucking LA, Chicago better come back, or LA, Philadelphia better beat them. Because I'm sticking to my guns. Milwaukee's not going to the World Series.
You've been beating that drum for like 2 months.
All right, let's.
But Tigers. I mean, if the bats, I don't know, and I don't want to jinx the Tigers, but everybody, pundits, sports radio, they were just bashing them. Where did the bats go?
Well, they blew a 15.5 game lead. They've been horrible. They can right the ship.
But
really, other than the 9 runs after trailing 3-0, they haven't scored in this series, to be honest. And they're 2-2
until yesterday,
right?
And then they went off,
right?
Yeah.
So
hopefully they can keep that going. But I don't know. Well, help me. Who do the Mariners have on the mound?
Probably the same guy that pitched against Skubal in the first game.
Time. Yeah. Probably have the same rotation kind of going through. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
And
it'll be fun.
It's the proverbial all hands on deck.
It is.
So,
all right. Is that it for MLB?
Yes. So let's go to NASCAR first this time.
Well, can I just make one PGA announcement?
Okay, sure.
Those of you that miss it, and I kind of do, but November 28th, they are bringing back the Skins game after 17 years. They'll have Tommy Fleetwood, Keegan Bradley, Justin Thomas, and Xander Schauffele in the Skins game. When they had a Skins game at Treetops in Michigan, I used to go. So, yeah, I always like the Skins game, but that's coming back after 17 years. So it's the Friday after Thanksgiving, the 28th, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. Just all right. NASCAR. Unless you have a question.
Boy, exhibit 272.
Love the Skins.
How life goes by so fast, because though I'm not a golf fan, the Skins game sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it's been 17 years since it's happened.
Right.
So,
right.
I may die on this fucking stream. And that's how fast life goes by, buddy.
Maybe.
That's got to help ratings a little bit, right?
Oh, one way. Well,
because somebody's gonna repost and watch that big red tomato die on air.
It would be one rating though.
Well,
unless
but you can't let it die.
You know what we do?
Literally,
we'll do like a weekend at Bernie's. We'll leave your body right there, and I'll just do some strings across the top here to your arms and stuff. So you'll just kind of be like this, and I'll.
Well, no.
So what do you think about that, Mike?
No, just leave me dead.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't pretend I'm alive, because then it'll be a bogus claim that I died on air. That'll hurt your rating because you'll be seen as a fraud.
Yeah, but everybody will remember.
Just let me rot.
But well, you kind of will though over time. I'm saying though, just like a little kind of a marionette kind of a deal. And I'll say, hey, Mike, what do you think about the Bears loss? And then I'll be pulling on the strings as hard as I can, and you'll
then
be
you
like,
can take liberties with me.
God, all right. Moving on. NASCAR.
All right. NASCAR, first race of the final 8. 3 races, 12th, 19th, and 26th. 26th is in Martinsville. This week is the South Point 400 in Las Vegas. Top 8 drivers: Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, and Joey Logano.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, in this race, Dave, you and I have the guys in 7th and 8th. Me 8th, you 7th. I've got Joey Logano, who has 4 wins in Vegas. I'm hoping past history dictates future performance.
Yes. So Briscoe, I just did it because Gibbs Racing has done extremely well. So, as a team, they want to get as many of their guys into the Final Four as they can. So hopefully they get Chase's car tuned up, and that's my hope.
All right.
That's my dream. Hopefully, and if he finishes anywhere in the top 3, then I'm definitely under the 3-figure mark as far as how much I owe for this season.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Sunday in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they say.
Yeah, boy.
One quick note on the NHL. It started Tuesday night, and it's kind of sad that there is no Ovi watch, because we finished that towards the end of last year, and I'm not going to keep, because now, not theoretically, literally every goal he scores is an NHL record.
Right.
But I'm not going to watch. I'm not doing the Ovi watch to watch himself.
No.
So
no.
Anyway,
no.
The NHL has started, folks.
Yes, it has. College football.
Yeah, you're going to have to carry me here because I saw very, very little.
Well, because you were doing your coaching and then a little working, and
and the Canes were off, I think. Is this the week they beat Florida State?
They beat Florida State.
Okay, so I did see the Florida State game. Yep. They were ahead like 657-0, and then won 657-640.
Yeah.
So apparently they just pulled the kids out of the student section to finish that game.
Something along those lines. So week 6, now follow the bouncing ball here. Unranked UCLA defeats number 3 Penn State 42-37.
Franklin should be fired yesterday. He has no big wins.
I don't get it. So they have OSU and then
look at the bags
Iowa
under my eyes. I have a face for fucking radio. Anyway, go ahead with college football.
Yeah, Penn State, they have OSU and Indiana left in their schedule, so they're done. They're not going to the playoff. Not until it gets to be a 12. Is it the 12 team is next year, right? 26. Pretty sure.
Nate would probably know that better than I do.
Help us out, Nate. And unranked Florida defeats Texas and Archie Manning 29-21. Again, the preseason hype with Texas and Archie Manning and that whole business.
Everybody, quiet. Here we go. Archie Manning, or what's his name? Arch Manning, right?
Archie. Yeah.
No, it's Arch. I think his name's Art.
Okay.
Arch Manning. And here's the theme song. Overrated. Overrated.
So you have a D1
he
quarterback.
Sucks.
He have a D1 quarterback with a famous last name. It kind of was gonna happen, but anyway. Number 16 Vanderbilt, and I think I even text you about this one. I'm like, whoa! I told you the week after Alabama beats Georgia, is there going to be a letdown? I think in the first half, I don't remember. Is there going to be a post-game upset? It almost happened, but not really. The final score was 30-14, but Vandy gave him a good battle.
And in the end, Alabama quoted John Bender and said, "Not even close, bud."
Your
Roll
Canes,
Tide.
Your Canes beat number 18 Florida State 28-22. Closer than this game. A lot closer than expected. Number 5, Oklahoma, survived a MAC attack from Kent State, 44-0. I said last week, what are they doing week 6 playing Kent State? I don't know. Number 20, U of M at home versus Wisconsin, took care of business, 24-10. MSU at Nebraska. Jesus, Jenny, to be an MSU fan to watch that game. What the hell? Special
Nebraska
teams.
must have took advantage of the wind in the fourth quarter because I left to pick up Violet last Saturday night with Liz. It was 14-14. By the time we got to Freddy's in Mount Pleasant, where the exchange of Violet, it was like a gazillion to 17 or whatever. It's like, well, Jesus Christ, what happened?
Between the two interceptions, there was a blocked punt for a touchdown, a muffed kickoff, and then we scored a touchdown.
Nate said Arch Manning didn't hype himself. Well, he's still overrated. So that wasn't to Arch Manning, that was to the media.
There you go. But 2 interceptions, a block punt that went right for a touchdown. That was in the first quarter even. A muffed kickoff where our two guys literally went and ran into each other and coughed the ball up to Nebraska, and then a called back punt return. We returned it for a touchdown. I'm like, all right, here we go. Game on. And then nope. Boop. So too many big mistakes at big moments. And I mean, yes, if you can alleviate that, there were 2 quarters of play that MSU clearly outplayed Nebraska, but we'll see. So they've got MSU this week has UCLA, who just came off the big win against Penn State. So hopefully there'll be a little bit of a letdown there. That's a 12 noon game on BTN.
Well, I don't think UCLA can have a letdown because UCLA was winless, weren't they?
Yeah, they were like 1-4.
Yeah, so there's no letdown there. You're going to get what you get.
So U of M is at USC. That's a 7:30 game on NBC. And right. USC is, get this, USC is a -1.5.
So that means the money says Michigan's the better team because
they want people.
Generally, they say home field is worth 3 points.
Yeah.
So that means neutral site, they've got Michigan -4.5.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That would be bad math.
Yeah.
They've got Michigan
at
-1.5.
1.5. Yeah. But then you got Florida versus number 5 Texas Tech. Does Florida take another top 10 team out? They've been doing they're not going to take another top 10 team.
Inconsistent.
All right. Then you got number 6 Oklahoma and versus now unranked Texas at a 3:30 game on ABC. Number 10 Georgia at Auburn. Georgia's a -3 and a hook. 7:30 on ABC. I don't know. I like Auburn. They're at Auburn. I don't know why. I just got a feeling. Number 1, Ohio State at number 17, Illinois. Does Illinois give them a hard time?
At Illinois? What's the spread?
I didn't get that one. Sorry.
Yeah, it'll be a good game. If it's double digits, give me Illinois plus the points. Ohio State.
I'm pretty sure it's not double digits. It might be like 7.5 or 9.5.
Ohio State.
Okay. Number 7, Indiana at number 3, Oregon. I actually want to watch that game. Both are 5-0. That's at 3:30 on CBS.
Indiana, Oregon?
Indiana, Oregon.
Where's it at?
At Oregon.
I'll take Oregon lay 20.
Oh. All right. And then UCLA crushed by Utah and New Mexico, beat by UNLV and Northwestern. So like you said, like MSU has them, but they just come off this great, big, huge, gnarly win. They, had double-digit defeats by Utah and New Mexico. They got beat by UNLV, and they got beat by Northwestern by 3 points or 4 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Franklin should be fired. I mean, UCLA is the Corona Ithaca of college football. They're terrible.
All right.
And fucking Franklin got beat by him.
Yeah. So we'll be at the game. So hopefully.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully. NFL.
The NFL. All right. Before we get to picks, what stood out?
Here's what stood out. Here's what stood out. Texans. I understand Baltimore is beat up.
Right.
But I didn't think they were that beat up. Panthers over the Dolphins. And then the Saints over the Giants. The Saints almost were
the Dolphins won last week.
I don't think. No, the Panthers beat them last minute. I'm pretty sure. Check it. Check me.
Well, who did the Dolphins beat then?
The week before.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 1-0 still. Come on, Phillies pitchers got to get out of this.
And then the Chargers.
Yeah.
Can I get you back? Or
Yeah,
no?
it's Chargers. I'm looking up who did the fucking Dolphins beat.
Oh, Chargers lose to the Commanders. The Chargers were looking at the beginning of the season, first couple games, like world beaters. And then,
yeah, the Panthers did beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins won the week before.
This is 2 pods in a row. You've doubted me.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who the Dolphins beat. So I don't give a fuck. So.
And then New England. Did anybody see that coming?
Eric Wally did.
Did he? Well, it's Eric. Okay, that's his team, but
it's his team. But he called it beforehand. I fucking told him. I said, "You're full of shit, dude."
So what's going on with Buffalo?
They're 4-1. They're
okay.
Only one team has won the regular season undefeated.
And then,
well, I'm sorry, 2 teams have.
And then, yeah,
the Patriots, but they lost the Super Bowl. The Dolphins, but they didn't lose the Super Bowl.
And then the Jags over the Chiefs on Monday.
Jags are 4-1, and people are shitting on their 4-1 record. And I'm like, fuck you. 4-1's 4-1.
Right.
Cat had a pick 6 from 95.
So that's what I saw from week 5 is just, some, and maybe on paper they weren't upsets, and I don't know the spreads. I don't know what Vegas was saying about it. Maybe they understood it. One of the teams I didn't know, they lost both of their tackles. Both starting tackles got hurt. And so when that happens, that's not usually good. I don't know.
I don't
maybe I might remember it, but I heard it today. Yes. Oh,
my takeaway from week 5 is I had 2 head-to-head fantasy leagues that I was 4-0 facing an 0-4 team and fucking took the loss in both of them. And then my fuck you before the fuck you, because it's ultimately my fault, so it wasn't worthy of a segment 3 segment, but the fucking Lions never fucking take the hammer off of anybody. Browning and Chase have not done anything. I fucking benched Jamar Chase against the Lions. Midway through the 3rd quarter, I'm like, yes, fucking call it. Because the Lions are fucking drilling them. And typically Campbell fucking just buries teams. 156-0. And then somehow Brownie threw 2 touchdown passes to Jamar Chase for over 100 yards. Lions still won easily. The game was never in doubt. I lost my fucking fantasy matchup by 5 points with Jamar Chase's near 30 points on my fantasy bench. Rule of thumb, you never fucking bench your studs, but the guy, fucking Jake Brownie sucks. He sucks so bad. In fact, the Bengals traded intra-division and got Joe Flacco. Right. Now, I laughed at first, but he's a veteran that can fucking sling the ball down the field, and he's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, he's a plug-and-play guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And all he's got to do is, and that fucking division sucks.
Yeah.
Because the Steelers are 3-1 or 4-1 or whatever the fuck the record. The Steelers suck. So all they got to do is win some games here and there.
Yeah.
They're a fucking 14.5-point dog at Green Bay. And Green Bay, you talk about overrated. Sorry, Grant
14
Davis.
What?
The Green Bay's 14.5-point favorite over Cincinnati this week.
Wow.
And I almost took Cincinnati, but I can't jinx my oldest son like that, so I stayed away from it. And sorry, Grant, I know you did put 2 people on to the pod, so I don't want to shit on your team, but Green Bay being 14.5-point favorites over anybody's kind of comical, if you ask me. So anyway, on to our picks, Dave, and then we'll rate this beer because I need another beer.
Last week's?
Yes.
Okay.
Last we look at, for the first time, and I don't know how long, I pulled even with you. With a 2-0 mark, You were 1-1. We're both 3-7 for the year.
Yeah.
You host, so you go first. I've got 3 games written down. I'm going to get rid of one of them, obviously. If you pick one of the other 2, I'll go with the other one. But one pick, even if you pick it, I'm sticking with it because I love it.
All right. New England. -3.5. versus the Saints. It's in New Orleans.
Yep. And Rattler just got his first win, but that I had that on my list, but I didn't take it.
Okay.
All right. The one pick that I'm going to get out of the way right away. The aforementioned Carolina Panthers are at home.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas can fucking score. And they can score at will. And they can score in bunches. I don't think Carolina can score enough to keep up. Give me the Cowboys minus 3.5.
All right. do 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 do. For whatever reason, I'm high on the Jags right now. The Jags are at home.
Yep.
But they're getting 1.5 points from the Seahawks.
Yep.
I like that. I like the Jags.
I did too, but that's Nick's team, and I'm not going to fucking whammy my son. So
Okay.
I didn't pick that one.
All right.
So I'm going to cross this one off because you didn't pick either one. This is my Dan Campbell-esque pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think John Harbaugh is a fucking phenomenal coach.
Agreed.
The Ravens are at home getting 7.5. I don't know if they'll win. I think at some point their fucking stars that are still there have to be stars and at least fucking show some type of fucking pride.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing the Rams.
Yes.
And the Rams just lost to the Niners. Or no, they lost to the Niners on a Thursday night game here, I think. So 2 weeks ago they did.
Yeah.
They won last week, but 2 weeks ago when we were doing the pod, they were on
Right.
Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
And I think the Niners beat them. And the Niners were
and we were like,
undermanned.
how are the Niners beating anybody?
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Rams are any world beater. They're going to Baltimore. That's West Coast to East Coast.
Yep.
Baltimore was a Super Bowl pick by many. Tons and tons of injuries. They're not that good right now.
Right.
I'm not even saying they're going to win the game. You give me the Ravens plus 7.5 at home with King Henry. King Henry hasn't done shit. Look for him to give me the Ravens plus 7.5.
All right. Yep. And that's what the UCLA, going back to college, the UCLA, that's the thing I forgot to mention too. UCLA is coming to East Lansing, obviously, and they'll be playing that game at 9:30 in the morning, their time.
Right.
So that's another, I'm hoping, we're going to have a good day there. So, all right, we got those picks.
Ready to rate the beer?
I'm ready to rate the beer.
All right, you got your rating?
I'm going to go right now.
The initial poll, I wasn't happy with it. I thought it was an odd blend of a lot of things. It's like these really don't fit together. But as I drank it, I did like the slow burn of the habanero on the palate. 3.71.
No.
3.75. All right, so we're right on the line there.
All right. So we had this one as well. Now, this is when you say time flies, I'm going through our notes and our sheets trying to find. I know we've had this. I'm pretty sure we had it last year. Nope. 2023. Nope. 2022. We had Atomic Pumpkin. And Mike, you rated it 4.0.
Right, so I don't like it as much, but I mean, only 2,900's off.
I was 3.25.
Well, so you liked it a lot more. So you were 0.5 higher, and I was 0.29 lower.
Yeah. So this one, though, I mean, so like I said,
but things change in 3 years.
They do. Like I said, we had this in 2022, right?
Yep.
101,000 check-ins. So another six-figure check-in number. And those 101,000 check-ins came in at, you're going to be a little shocked with this one. 3.61.
Okay.
So maybe, people.
I would have been more shocked had you said 4 because I was going to say this is not better than the first one.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right.
Moving on. Oh, I got a little bit left. Now, this one I'm pretty sure we have not had. I did look a little bit for it, but
Whole hog, that could be a porno.
now I think Liz has gotten some whole hog from Horrocks. you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
talking beer? What are you talking?
You can do whatever you want with that.
So I might not. If you're talking the other thing, I might not let her go by herself anymore. She's getting the old whole hog. I mean, where would you even do that? Where would you even do that at Horrocks?
It's not my fault. I swear.
Like in the beer garden, or like would you go?
Anyway,
this one we have not had though, right?
That's what I no, but the
Right.
brewery, we've had some beers, I'm pretty sure, 1 or 2. But that one I'd have to look up, or Jason Erlenbeck. I swear, as soon as things slow down and we don't have yard work and there's, not grass to cut or other things to do like that on the weekends, I am going to finish what you started. So we've got a database.
It's another Van Halen song.
Finish what you, yeah.
Come
geez.
on, baby, finish what you started.
Come on and finish me. That was ridiculous. That ain't the way you treat the broken-hearted. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh.
Fail.
No, that one's not a fail. Now, these glasses right here. Story time, boys and girls.
This smells exactly like a pumpkin pie.
And that's why I got it. All right. Is there? Nope. Yeah, it's right there.
What if there's any people that are fans of AEW? When you said story time, you could have said story time with Adam Cole, baby.
No. So story time for the glasses.
Cheers.
So cheers. This is the one that the French waiter allowed you to
in the Irish pub in Paris, November 2019.
Allowed you to you're like, can I have it?
Yeah, because I asked if you could buy it. He said, we don't sell them.
Oh.
I said, I'd really like this glass. He said, well, just take it.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, as long as nobody tackles me. And then you got the Deschutes glass from Bend, Oregon.
Yes. Cheers.
The notes on this is amazing.
Yes, pumpkin pie.
Straight up pumpkin pie.
She's my pumpkin pie. Tastes like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
All right.
That's delicious.
Very good. It's going to be a battle. Which one? I wish we had another one of the first one.
We need Coach Truckle to tell us which is the... Yeah.
He'll listen to it on our walk, and then I'll repeat. So,
all right.
Whole hog pumpkin ale, Ryan, and Southern Tier caramel pumpkin imperial pumpkin ale. He may have had one of them or not, because I'm sure this is right in his wheelhouse.
Yeah. The Southern Tier one probably, because that's all over the place. Obviously, the Atomic Pumpkin's all over the place. That one, the whole hog, probably not.
All right. Let's go segment 3 shenanigans, David. Me and my big tomato head.
All right, tomato head. Player pass. Oh, you know what?
What?
I almost forgot.
Almost forgot. Yes, sir.
That's contractual.
Yes.
The Grand Central Sports Bar and Grill.
I'm definitely playing this.
What's that?
This player pass. I'm going to play this ad.
You're going to play this ad? Okay, good. Is a family-friendly sports bar with delicious food and drink menu to please everyone. Looking for some fun on a weekday night? Grand Central's the place to be on Trivia Mondays, Comedy Tuesdays, Wild Wing Wednesdays now. Their ads right now on Facebook are hysterical.
Yes.
Herb, I don't know. Herb's a good sport. Putting himself out there like that. You got to look it up. Wild Wing Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Fish Day Fridays, Sassy Saturdays, and Sunday Fun Days with drink specials every day. Grand Central's located at 3504 State Street in Saginaw. And you can check out their menu on their Facebook page, the Grand Central Sports Bar and Grill. It's always a good time at Saginaw's hometown sports bar, Grand Central Sports Bar and Grill. And when you get there,
tell them Mike and Dave sent you.
Exactly. All right, player pass, sir. Ready?
Let's go.
Sanchez's charges worsen. Player pass.
Very familiar with it.
Okay.
Want to see where you go with it because I have some things that I'd like to ask as well. Maybe you have the answer, so we're definitely going to play.
Marion County prosecutors added a level 5 felony battery against former NFL quarterback and current Fox Sports analyst Mark Sanchez yesterday. Well, this was 3 days ago, sorry. Stemming from an altercation over the weekend that left Sanchez stabbed multiple times, the felony charges carries a possible sentence of 1 to 6 years in prison. Do you have a question?
Yes, my question is, all right, now, have I ever been drunk?
Eric's late.
Fuck, I'm late. Yeah, well, anyway, catch up. Get us a listen on Spotify too. You get us a view on YouTube and a listen on Spotify because you've missed one hell of a pod. All right. So anyway, here.
Yeah.
So the initial report comes out. Mark Sanchez stabbed in Indianapolis. And you're like, God damn, man, that's too bad. I mean, the guy's fucking working.
Yeah.
And then more comes out, and it's like, okay. Now, I'm not judging anybody because I've been drunk before.
Right.
I've done stupid shit before.
Right.
And, so I empathize with the guy. I've never once, when I've been drunk, it never, ever crossed my mind to tell somebody that he couldn't park there.
Yeah.
He came out, apparently there was a truck at a hotel, and he told the guy he couldn't park there, proceeded to enter into the guy's truck and rough the guy up. And I'm not glad Mark Sanchez got stabbed. Maybe he just got sick and tired of being known for the butt fumble and he wanted to be known for something else.
Yeah.
Because it looks like everybody's going to make it through. Clearly he's going to lose his job as an analyst, right? But
yes.
But it's just like, what could have possibly happened where it's like I said, I'm going to be redundant here, but I've been shit-faced drunk before. And the last thing on my mind is I don't give two fucks where you park anything. Park wherever the fuck you want to park. I don't care about
it. It was a
that.
Delivery truck, wasn't it? Yeah.
At a hotel. So it wasn't like a delivery truck mistakenly pulled into his driveway and he's like, hey, motherfucker, you can't be here. Because that almost kind of makes sense. It's like you're paranoid. Somebody's going to kill your family. Get out of my driveway. You can't. It was in a hotel. He was a delivery driver in a delivery spot.
It makes no sense.
And you can't park it. And then he gets into the guy's truck and roughs him up.
Yeah.
The guy maces him and stabs him.
Yeah.
Because the other guy took a little bit of a beating because he was 62 years old and Sanchez was the bigger man. So like, what the fuck happened here?
No, he took lacerations to the noggin. It sounded like Sanchez like basically curb stomped him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so how was the guy able to even stab him? I mean, this is one of the weirdest things that you'll ever come across.
The two articles I read I didn't get it. I didn't like you. I'm right with you. I like how did this guy end up? I mean, if he is a 60, I thought he was a little older than that. I thought it was anyway.
I thought 62, but
so we'll say neither here nor there. Tomato. But like you said,
don't make fun of my face on camera.
But like you said, if he's getting curb stomped, I mean, that's a pretty tough motherfucker to go get a knife and mace and
pepper sprayed him and stabbed him.
Yeah.
And then Sanchez is walking away, and then, but it's like, it's the weirdest thing. Is like,
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, if it was over a woman or something, that almost makes sense. It's like, why the fuck? Who cares where the guy parked?
I don't know.
It was a hotel, Mark. What do you give
Yeah.
a fuck where
Did
the
he
guy
park
is
it-
parked?
And it didn't even say he parked his car in or.
No, his truck was in the loading dock.
Yeah.
And Sanchez got in and says, you can't park here.
I don't know.
Weirdest thing ever.
All right. Next one. Player pass.
Now they're going to blame alcohol. Alcohol is going to be another black eye against alcohol.
Player pass. The legendary El Cortez Casino and Hotel.
How many do you have?
One more after this.
I gotta find. I don't even know what that is. So there
so
better be fucking something to it.
So there a little bit. There's a question for you. On Fremont Street, you know where Fremont Street is in Vegas?
Old Town Vegas.
Yes. Right? So this is the longest running hotel casino in Vegas. It's situated on Fremont Street. This old school hotel and many others on Fremont has seen it all since it opened its doors in 1941. Mobsters,
Yes.
murders, even paranormal activities.
Well, we're calling bullshit on that, but Bugsy Malone was rocking.
Okay, so this is where we're going with that. So you may regret playing this one. So they're going to have a contest. If you decide to enter this contest online at this point, the chosen ghost hunter will check in at the El Cortez for a haunted weekend stay where you'll explore the casino's oldest and eeriest corners, searching for signs of ghostly activity. Now, A, Mike, do you believe in ghosts? And if so, would you do some ghost hunting if you were picked?
Did you ask me something?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Okay.
And no. And I don't even have to go to Vegas because the Hoyt Library does ghost tours because supposedly the Hoyt Library is haunted. No, and no.
Okay. The Hoyt Library is pretty freaking cool. I like the Hoyt. And it looks like it could be haunted.
And because I asked Liz, for whatever reason, I came up, 13 was closed, so I had to backtrack around it, and I got out by the old Saginaw News. And to get out by the old Saginaw News, I go by what's
the castle?
What's the
No.
the Hudson's that was down there.
Jacobson's.
Jacobson's, thank you.
Yeah.
The old Jacobson's and the Hoyt Library. And I'm looking at the Hoyt Library. It's like, you know what? Instead of Tim Hortons one day, maybe I ought to pull up office stakes at a library, a la Morgan Freeman in the movie Seven.
There you go.
And then I got home and I asked Liz, I said, do you think Hoyt Library has Wi-Fi? She said, what are you going to the Hoyt Library for? It's dangerous down there. I'm like, what? Well, not at 10 in the morning.
No, it's
like,
not.
I don't think there's much. You don't think you. No. So anyway, there is Wi-Fi down there, blah, 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 whatever. But then she looked, she said, there's also ghost tours there. And I'm like, I'm not fucking touring the Hoyt Library for a ghost tour. That's fucking stupid.
All right. So you got no and no.
Yes.
All right. Player pass. You can't make this shit up.
All right. Stealing one of mine.
Yep.
I'll play it because you're stealing one of mine.
All right. A New York woman heard an unsettling cracking and popping noises coming from behind the dash of her car. But the car seems to operate fine. Anyway, she got really nervous. She started having it checked out. She had the car checked out by the mechanics a couple of times, but the mechanics couldn't find the source of the noise. But did say on one occasion they thought they could see evidence of rat activity. It is New York.
Right.
Okay. So she had it checked out again. She had reportedly dropped $700 on these checkups to try to find this noise. One day, after already spending the $700, while sitting in the vehicle, the New Yorker noticed the source of her infotainment screen. As part of the package of her infotainment screen were the Sounds of Nature app The Fox Inferno came complete with snap, crackle, and pop of burning logs in a hearth. Now, you're like, oh, that's bullshit. That's some made up thing. No, actually, it's on Instagram and TikTok. She knew it was so stupid that she put it out there on social media, and it made it into the news, that she went and spent over $700 trying to find out what was wrong with behind her car and making sure it wasn't on fire.
And yet, an informative, entertaining, educational, throw any other adjective you want, like flight football and anything else, can only reach 4 people in that fucking. Well, that'll be my first fuck you to that story. So,
right.
Anyway, but yeah, that's dumb. I'm livid. Right. Not at you.
Well,
right, no,
I know it is. So somehow on Shelly's walk, Shelly and I had a walk this week, and the Haktua girl came up, and I mentioned how pissed, how livid you were.
Yeah.
That, someone who did that on TikTok or Instagram, both or whatever, ends up with a show of her own, fully monetized,
right,
fully sponsored, because
for a lousy blowjob.
Right. I don't know, man.
We give way more than a lousy blowjob on flight flow and anything else.
All right, easy.
All right,
pump the brakes.
No, well, we do.
Well, okay. Yes, you are correct.
Yes,
technically you are correct. All right, that's it for Player Pass.
All right, what next?
All right. All right.
Here we go.
Ready? Now, this comes from Eric. Good thing, Eric, you're on here. Eric, Nate, you're next week, so get ready. Be looking for my text next week, Nate. Eric picked number 71.
All right, so could be a decent movie, could be a shitty movie. 71. Memorable quote from a movie. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
How in the fuck is that 71?
I don't know. I knew you were going to react that way. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's absolutely absurd. That is 71.
I know.
All right.
I actually I saw that, and I go, "Oh, Mike's he's going to have a problem."
Yeah,
with this.
Even if you don't watch movies, everybody knows you're going to need a bigger boat.
I looked through 3 other lists. I intentionally went online, went through 3 other lists to see where this quote would end up. Nothing was before. This was not before 71 in any of the other lists.
Huh. Farewell, and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell, and adieu, you ladies of Spain. So, yeah. Well, clearly it's Jaws. I'm not going to, I mean, that's crazy talk.
Look at this one right here.
Yeah,
look at this one.
She broke my heart. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and I got right to my head. That's fucking There's another fuck you. Fuck you to that line being number 71 on the top 100. Give me another W though, buddy.
Yep. Got it. So now you are, before that one, you were 23 and 15.
So 24 and 15. I'll take it.
24 and 15. You were 60.5%. So now you're 61.2 something. Yeah. All right. Good job, man. You thought you were going to be like 30% when this started.
Didn't I say 40?
I thought you said 30.
All right. So what's my record with this win?
I'm going to say, I'm rough math. It's going to be about 61.2%.
No, what is my record?
Oh, it'll be 24. Currently it's 24 and 15.
There's 61 more to go. There's a lot of fucking shit ass movies out there.
Yes.
And I'm just every once in a while I'll be in the shower, I'll be driving from point A to point B, and I'm like, all right, what's number 1? Is it, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn? Is it Here's Looking at You, Kid?
Yeah.
It's got to be one of those type movies, or Luke, I Am Your Father's probably top 10.
Yeah.
So those,
Right.
I'll get those three. I thought I said 40%, 30% might be something. Maybe I said 30, but
I'm pretty sure you're going to be between 50 and 60%.
If I go 50 and 50, I'll be tickled pink.
All right.
All right. Next one to die. We don't have the music. Oh, yes, we do on this one.
Whoops.
All right. This nearly was a non-category this week. And my third non-FU, Jake, this is your second verbal warning. Because my number one last minute, courtesy of Coach Pike, got to clarify Coach Kevin Pike, because his son Matt is also on the coaching staff. So Coach Kevin Pike gave me this little nugget, and without this nugget, we would not have done Next One to Die this week, because it was that week. So at number 3, we have Aaron Jones, 39. I'm sorry, Arthur Jones, 39, was a defensive lineman for the Baltimore Ravens. His first 4 seasons were in Baltimore, and he won a Super Bowl. This is a sports podcast. If you win a Super Bowl and die, more than likely you're going to make Next One to Die.
Right.
Number 2, Ron Dean passed away at 87. Who's Ron Dean, Dave?
Who's Ron Dean, Mike?
Do you know or no?
No.
I'm sure he has many other roles, but he played Emilio Estevez's dad in the movie The Breakfast Club, where he drops him off and says, guys, screw around. I screwed around, except you got caught, sport. You want to blow your ride? You want to miss a meet? You want to miss a... Ron Dean, dead at age 87. What was Emilio Estevez's character? Nate, if you're still out there, what's Emilio Estevez's character name in The Breakfast Club?
I can't remember. It's literally been 30 some odd years since I've seen it.
Shit.
All right.
You wear tights? No, I wear the standard wrestling equipment. Tights. Fuck you, Pee-wee. But anyway, the guy who played his dad had a small role, very small role in the movie, but I love the movie. He died. He makes the list. But the reason Next One to Die is on episode 304. Just today, 62 years old, number 39 in your scorecard, number 1 in your heart, the Gator, Mike Greenwell, former Boston Red Sox. I think he played with the Marlins maybe his last year or two, but he was a longtime Red Sox left fielder. Mike Greenwell died of the big C at age 62.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mike. So the big C got the Rim Dog and the big C got the Gator. So hopefully it's not something in an old Back Bay air.
Right. All right.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I've got a somewhat preemptive, tempered one.
All right.
So, watching a lot of the kids around the neighborhood, and we've got a lot in this neighborhood.
Yes.
A lot. And that's great. It's awesome. And most of them have a good old-fashioned bike. pedaling their bike around. But occasionally I see some kids on a motorized, and like an e-bike or a motorized scooter or a motorized anything. So the reason I say this FU is tempered and a little preemptive is I know there's some parents that, like, if your kid doesn't have an actual bike that they can ride around, and when I'm talking elementary school age to, maybe through middle school, obviously they don't have a car yet.
Well, as an adult, if your mode of transportation is a motorized bike, you've made poor life decisions.
Well, it depends on. No, I mean, I've ridden an e-bike before, depending.
Not as your method of, maybe as a frolic,
Yes,
but
yes.
not as a method of transportation. Or like maybe your mom and dad ride e-bikes just in retirement years of
Yeah,
just
I'm
having
saying.
fun.
Yeah.
That's not a method of transportation. That's
Right.
just, hey, let's try this, honey.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
saying if it's your mode of transportation, you've made bad life decisions.
as far as like not being able to afford a car, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
And don't give me the environment. You've made poor life decisions because nobody rides the bus by choice.
Okay. So just from my standpoint, riding my bike,
Yeah.
around
Pedal the fucker or walk. You don't need an electric bike. You're not that special.
Okay. I mean, it's important when you're growing up. I mean, it's part of the fitness. It's part of yeah. I mean, it's just, if you've never pedaled a bike, if you get to high school and you've always had an electrical vehicle or a motorized vehicle or something like that.
I don't know if Nick's ever ridden a bike.
Well,
He doesn't have a motorized
but
scooter or anything.
but I also see Nick walking.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because him and I one day we were talking. I said, "Have you?" He said, "I tried. I didn't like it." But he doesn't have a motorized version of it either.
No, but I'm saying if Nick
Actually, I'll go one further on this. The other 5 people on our German trip maybe hate my guts because they all wanted to rent those fucking scooters. I said, I'm not renting that scooter because I'm going to kill somebody or myself. I can't do it.
Gotcha. Well, especially if you've had too much to drink.
Right.
And given the fact that you beat yourself in the face with a remote.
Well, that was the last night, but the other nights were
Okay.
yeah. So
All right.
it was all possible.
Yeah. True.
I don't know why I went possible. That didn't make
No.
any sense. But anyway,
But I mean, so yes, given those things, our kids, if they wanted to go to Taco Bell, they all ran or walked.
right.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if I just want to make sure your kid runs, walks, jogs, bikes, something like that, at least a little bit. I get worried with some of the kids that, that's all they ever do is take some type of, I get the movie Wall-E. Do you know, are you
Yes.
familiar with that movie?
Yes.
That's what I'm worried about. I
All
don't
right.
want that to happen. All right.
All right.
Okay. I've got an aw shit to bed, but that's also semi-preemptive. But go ahead. You got one?
Yeah, I have one.
I mean, you've said several throughout the pod, so.
Yeah, those were just comeuppance. But my main fuck you is listeners know I hate the Lions, right? Listeners know also my love for Dan Campbell and the type of coach he is. My fuck you is to Dan Campbell for crying like a little bitch because the NFL announced Bad Bunny was going to do the halftime show of this year's Super Bowl.
He did?
Yes. He kind of like went in a tizzy, like this is blah, 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 blah. Number one, get to the Super Bowl and then maybe you can have a say in it. Number two, which should very well be this year because there's not a team in the NFC that can hold the Lions jock. But be that as it may, regardless of that. So get there first and then maybe worry about that. Secondly, is anybody aware of the money that's associated with the NFL and advertising and trying to get why do you think the NFL plays in London, Ireland,
Mexico City,
Germany,
Yeah.
and wherever else?
right?
They're trying to expand the game.
Have they played in Rio?
Yeah, Brazil. The Brazil game, the
Yeah.
Eagles played in Rio
Yeah.
de Janeiro.
Right.
So there's another one.
Yeah.
They're expanding the brand, and maybe your typical Bad Bunny fan isn't a fan of the NFL,
But they will be
but
now.
they like Bad Bunny. Just like, no shit, the New Heights podcast, when it was announced that Travis was with Taylor, that podcast, which was very good anyway, the Swifties blew it to another level.
Right.
So I don't know what Dan Campbell's beef is with the NFL emphasizing the halftime show to generate interest from 277,000 people in the United States that won't even give a fuck about the game, but they're going to fucking put the game on because they want to see Bad Bunny. That's just fucking business.
Yeah.
I never watched the halftime show. I missed Janet Jackson's titty shot because I don't watch the halftime show.
Right.
I'm a football fan,
You're getting something to eat.
Yeah,
and you're,
exactly.
Yeah, and you're taking a piss.
but
yeah.
that's the NFL doesn't give a fuck about a 58-year-old me. The NFL is like, hey, we got to get when that 58-year-old tomato head dies, we got to replace him with fans.
right.
So
Right.
lighten up, Dan.
Yeah. So, okay. So explain to me though. I think I know why. I want you to validate why are so many people up in arms about Bad Bunny being the halftime show? Is it the whole because Hispanic thing?
No,
Why the hell?
The only one I saw that was up in arms about it was Dan Campbell. Who else was up in arms about it?
I don't know, the MAGA people or something. I saw some other articles.
Well, enough said on that.
It's just I don't know.
So, but yeah, so who cares? Who watches the halftime show? It's a lip sync fucking.
It was all over the
clusterfuck.
news. Like this person's pissed about it, and that person's pissed about it, and somebody else is pissed about it. Did Bad Bunny do something along the way?
I was pissed when that Bad Bunny beat Damian Priest at that one WWE Premium Live event.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was right when we started, kind of like
How did
inside the
Bad-
rope.
What with what? A lead pipe?
Well, it was a street fight, so there was kendo sticks and everything involved.
How did Bad Bunny beat anybody? And then, all right, whatever. That's all right. I'm glad I didn't see that because that's
Right.
dumb.
But I just don't. And like everybody knows, he listens to Jim Cornette's podcast, and his always big beef with Raw is like, all right, Mike Peters and Dave Dawson got in the ring. They fought for 12 seconds and they went to commercial. Netflix paid them $5 billion. Somebody's got to get their money.
Right.
So there's going to be commercials. That's how everybody's getting $5 billion deals, because everybody's selling shit.
Right.
If you don't like commercials, then I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
That's why the match goes to commercial after 5 seconds, because of the money that's being spent.
Yep.
So anyway,
Understood. All right, my aw shit the bed. I was walking through Costco, and
never been in there.
really,
Yep.
okay, walking through Costco, and there was an AT&T stand. Someone said, "Hey, we're helping Costco members upgrade their phones. Are you interested?" Yada yada yada. Long story short, what was it? 3 years ago, we did a buy one get one AT&T deal, which was pretty good. AT&T right now, and even T-Mobile's doing something similar with iPhones. You can upgrade your iPhones for free. You don't need to, if you have a iPhone 13, you can get a 17 Pro, and you don't have to pay for it somehow. And I looked at Sam, and I'm like, Sam, I'm sure you're a fine representative of AT&T. I don't believe you, because I don't understand how AT&T is going to make money if I turn in my iPhone 13 and I get an iPhone 17 Pro for nothing. And you're telling me my bill is going to be $50 less than it is now. That doesn't make sense.
What'd Sam say?
Sam said that's the promotion, and they make their money because they lock you in for 3 years into the deal. Into the service. Still, I mean, if you buy an iPhone, a brand new iPhone retail, aren't they? They're like $1,200, aren't they?
I was going to say 800, but
Yeah,
800
around
probably,
$1,000, supposedly. Unless that's like a 167% markup.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, so I don't get it. Anyway, so, we talked and I told him like 3 times, like, what's the catch? I don't believe you. And he would lay down the numbers and I'm like, all right, let's do it. So then I'm supposed to be on a phone call with somebody to do something and it went sideways. Again, long story short, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I even went to the AT&T store here on State Street, just to like, hey, is this bullshit? But like even the people that own the franchised AT&T stores are like, well, we don't do it that way. Costco might do it that way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, I'm just, is this thing for real? I went on my account. It looks like the phones are ordered. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop on something where.
Should we have the new iPhone or no?
No. I mean, they're going to send them to us.
Well,
I don't know. And my bill is going to be $57.32 cheaper.
All right. Well, let's see how that works out.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
All right.
So it's an impromptu, shit the bed maybe.
All right. All right. Quick either or.
Yes.
How didn't I miss you when you were gone so long? Or what could possibly go wrong?
I wanted to know what the person did to be gone so long. The second one's intriguing, though. Now, you don't have to tell me which one, but is there one that's kind of better than the other?
Neither are great.
Okay.
Both are equal.
I'll go with the first one.
All right. So, how didn't I miss you when you were gone so long? The actual saying is typically, how can I miss you if you won't go away? Now, McDonald's is bringing back their Monopoly game.
Oh.
After 10 years.
No way.
Of not having it.
Again.
And it's like, I thought that was a yearly thing, year in, year out, where, you got Boardwalk.
Like the Shamrock Shake.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, this is it's the return, and there's a digital twist to it, but this is the return in the first time in the last decade, which to me is baffling because it's like there's no way the last time I remember peeling off, hey, free soft drink, putting it in my console and never ever redeeming it,
right.
That was 2015. There's no fucking way that's possible. But according to the article that I read, and I got it in a Yahoo email, which is kind of like internet by proxy, so it has to be true.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was kind of baffled that Monopoly hasn't been around in 10 years.
That's crazy. That's kooky talk.
Very kooky talk. Well, you ready to rate this, Dave?
Yes, I am.
I've got mine written down.
Gotta get mine. Hold on.
It was a struggle.
Struggle.
How I wanted to rate it.
All right. All right. I liked it better than the Caramel Pumpkin. I put it at 4.18.
Whew. So, all right. So you liked it a little better. Ironically enough, I didn't like it as much, but I liked it a lot. I went 4.05. And one last live game update. Top of the 11th. Phillies won. Dodgers won. But yeah, 408, 405. I liked them both a lot. It might have been a little bit of bite caused by the 1.6 extra ABVs of the first tasting that swayed me. What can I say? I'm a sucker for alcohol. But this was a very good, nonetheless, 4.05.
I'm good. Oh, I got to do the Untapped, don't I?
I think so.
All right. 46,000 check-ins, almost 47,000 check-ins from Whole Hog Brewing in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
If it's not 385 or higher, I'm going to be stunned.
It is 3.99.
I'm not stunned. Very
Nope.
accurate rating.
3.99.
All right, David. Well, those only listening, I can snowball you. But for those watching, just play along. As I look down to the bottom of my glass, I can see I'm out of beer. And as the late, great Stuart Scott would say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here.